Welcome back to the news at 10. There are fears the peace accord signed by political parties and their candidates in Abia State may be threatened, with pockets of violence still being witnessed, especially in rural areas. The latest is an alleged attack on a member of the All Progressives Grand Alliance by supporters of the People's Democratic Party in Isialangwa South local government area.
The governorship candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance in Abia State, Mr. Alex Oti, and his running Eme Uche visit the INEC office in Umuahia. After an hour of a closed-door meeting with the resident electoral commissioner, Mr. Oti tells journalists about the meeting. He came to inquire about the state of preparedness for Saturday's presidential election. On recent political violence in the state, Mr. Oti expresses fear that a peace accord signed by political parties is being disregarded.
We signed a peace accord and we expected that our opponents will respect the peace accord, but alas, they do not intend to respect the peace accord.
Earlier, a young lady, Ola Kuwangu, was alleged to have been attacked in her shop in Umuapo, Isialangwa, because she refused to remove pictures of the ABGA governorship candidates pasted on her shop. Here, she is shown with machete cuts and bruises sustained from the attack.
We have continued to conduct our affairs peacefully. We have avoided any violence because we don't believe that any blood should be shed for these elections, particularly when we know we are coming for the interest of the people. So we shouldn't also be interested in their dying before the election.
Well, the ABGA governorship candidate says the intimidation will not deter him from carrying out his campaigns. It will only give him more strength and the conviction that he will win the governorship election.
And the Abia State government has denied accusations of neglecting the security of the state, saying it's unfair for anyone to make such accusations. The Commissioner for Information, Abia State, Anthony Agbazure, told Channels Television today that the state government has done a lot to stem the spate of kidnapping and other crimes in the state. He also said that the government cannot encourage any form of political violence and accused the All Progressives Grand Alliance of preaching what he calls do-or-die politics. And as the 2015 general elections draw closer, the Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano is soliciting more support from residents of the state for his party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance. While visiting major markets in the metropolis, Governor Obiano asked traders to vote for APGA's candidates to consolidate efforts at raising Anambra State's profile.
This market in Onitsha, Anambra State, comes alive as hundreds of supporters gather to welcome the motorcade of Governor Willie Obiano and his wife. Anambra's first couple has come to solicit support for the candidate of their party, ABGA. The campaign train moves to the main market, where thousands of traders also welcome the governor. At the marine market, the story is no different. Supporters troop out to show their solidarity. Governor Obiano reminds the traders that a vote for ABGA and President Jonathan is a vote for continuity.
The only party recognized in Anambra is ABGA. We have seen it. And it's ABGA that will deliver the president. You know, and you can see we are campaigning for the president. We have over 4,800 canvassers, all showing the people how to vote for the president. And of course, ABGA for the Senate, and ABGA for the Federal House of Representatives, and ABGA for the Anambra State House of Assembly. You know, what is driving this election is my good works. Really is working. You can see it all over the place. The 3 flyovers that are coming on, the roads that are improving. What is impressing people is that I am carrying along all the projects that my predecessor left behind. I have not abandoned any. That's why people are happy with me. And the state is progressing.
As the 2015 election campaigns wind down, politicians will be hoping the electorates fulfill their promises of voting for them. The voters in turn would expect them to fulfill their election promises.
To health issues, and doctors working for the Lagos State government have suspended their strike, which began on March the 16th. They are to resume full services from 8 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday, March the 26th. According to the Secretary of the Nigerian Medical Association, Lagos State Chapter, Dr. Babajide Said, the suspension of the strike follows what he described as a fruitful meeting between the state government officials and the doctors. Public hospitals in Lagos were shut following disagreements over issues including alleged engagement of doctors as casual workers and the suspension of the training of resident doctors in the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. Now, over 10,000 visually impaired patients in Zazzau, Kaduna State have been offered free eye screening and surgery by the Ramatu Ibirunke Babalakin Foundation. Presenting glasses to some of the beneficiaries, the founder, Dr. Wale Babalakin, explained that the gesture was done in remembrance of his mother, who was born in the ancient city of Zaria.
In the last 10 days, the palace of the Emir of Zazzau has been unusually busy with children, young people, aged men and women, all tripping out to benefit from the free eye test screening and surgery organized by the Ramatu Ibirunke Babalaki Foundation. The occasion, which commemorates the 40th anniversary of the Emir of Zazzau on the throne, is offering free service to the visually impaired. The founder of the organization, Dr. Wale Babalaki, discloses that similar exercise has been conducted in his hometown in Osun State with over 4,000 beneficiaries with a focus on reducing blindness.
This is to celebrate an icon, to celebrate a great man of peace, to celebrate somebody who has been the custodian of the Emirate of Zaria and has ruled gracefully and gloriously. Whatever what we have in this world is what we can do to benefit mankind.
The beneficiaries laud the efforts of the foundation.
I really feel appreciated, and may the Almighty award him.
With the high rates of blind cases recorded among rural populations in Nigeria, the foundation's gesture may have restored light to many eyes.
First Bank. You first.
Nigeria's estimated federally collected revenue stood at 710.78 billion naira as of January 2015. That's according to the Central Bank of Nigeria in its economic report for January 2015. The CBN says the amount was above the receipts in the preceding month as well as the corresponding period of 2014 by 4.6 and 4.3% respectively. This is attributed to the increase in gross oil and non-oil revenue during the period. The Apex Bank also explained that a sum of 465.76 billion naira was transferred to the Federation account for distribution among the three tiers of government and the 13% derivation fund. And in the days to come, there will be no hiding place for tax evaders. And this is coming from the acting chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Samuel Ogungbeson. He has also promised to ensure the tax gaps in both local and trans-border transactions are closed for better tax administration and revenue generation in the country. At a meeting in Abuja, Mr. Ogungbeson explained that the agency also plans to strengthen its tax audit and investigative capacities towards ensuring that the activities of tax evaders are minimized while issues of multiple taxation are reduced. Contrary to expectations of quiet trading in the run-up to the presidential elections this weekend, for the fourth consecutive session, the bulls held sway at the Nigerian equities markets, pushing the all-share index up by 1.03%. Here's Bolaji Akinwale with details.
Welcome to the Stock Market Report.
Midweek trading at the Nigeria equities market continued in an upswing. This is despite concerns of low investor participation as the presidential election draws closer. The key indicators got some boosts as the benchmark index moved up 1.03% to close at 29,889.91. The market's capitalization moves closer to the 10 trillion naira mark. Market heavyweights, 40 oil gained 9 naira 82 kobo. Total and Nigeria Breweries paid 4 naira each. Meanwhile, on the laggards list, Mobil and Nestle dropped 5 naira each, ahead of Access Bank, which lost 30 kobo. At the end of the session, the total volume of shares stood at 433.8 million shares at the value of 4 billion naira. And that is on the stock market reports. I am Bolaji Akinwale.
And that's our package on business news tonight. I'm Emana Amawe. The news at 10 continues shortly.
First Bank. You first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, we take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. Do join us again.